brings up so many mixed and extreme emotions inside of me. Contentment, because I'm finally reunited with some of the best friends I've ever had a chance to make. And it's so good to have the whole entire crew here in Lunenburg. Frustration and sadness, because I know that in less than 24 hours we'll have to say goodbye once again. And fear, partly because I'm not very good at public speaking, but also because I know that I don't know what we're going to do without each other once we all go our separate ways. Life as a floatie is a life of constant change. It has been one of the hardest and most rewarding times of my life. It is something that has become comfortable, and I've come to enjoy it quite a lot. When I first stepped on board, I was so nervous. I had no idea what to expect. I was terrified that I wasn't going to make friends, worried about being away from home for so long, about getting seasick, and about being at sea. Everything was so new and foreign to me. I think that a lot of us felt this way before we joined. But all those feelings have pretty much been crumpled up, thrown out the window, and run over by a truck. This year may not have been easy, but it's definitely one that has changed all of our lives. We've cried, laughed, been frustrated, excited, and been amazed together. Whether it was on the high seas of the Baltic, fighting against gale force winds, hail, and rain to get to the bridge to stand watch, or traveling across the Atlantic, stuck on the same tack for days on end with no way to shower without flooding your entire cabin. We have all lived through something amazing. What other teenager can you name has ever had a chance to spend the night on a beach watching baby sea turtles hatch, or spend the day playing with little kids at a Senegalese orphanage? Even now, when I think back to the nights when we sat on the mess deck and watched the sunset while we chit-chatted with friends, it still makes me smile. Being a floatie means something different for everyone. We all came to the program with different expectations and desires. Some wanted to travel and see new places. Some came for the sailing. Some came for alternative education. And some to meet new people and make new friends. In the end, no matter what we came for or where we were from, we all gained one thing: perspective. I know that this year hasn't been all fun and games, and although there have been a lot of amazing high points, I know there have also been some great challenges and low moments that we've all had to work together to overcome. This year was not like any other year Classic Float has ever seen. The Concordia has never been a home for both university and high school students at the same time, and has never seen such a huge change in crew members at the semester break. Each term had its highlights and amazing reports, but sometimes plans changed or didn't go quite as anyone expected or predicted. Being flexible and keeping a positive attitude is what being a floatie is all about, and the challenges were part of what made the rewards so sweet. Without those hardships, we never would have been able to recognize and appreciate the good moments. If we hadn't visited countless maritime museums in Scandinavia, we might not have been able to grasp the value of our expedition into the Saharan desert. Throughout the last 10 months, we broke ground that has never been traveled before and laid the foundation for our new school. We made the best of the experience we were given, and our problem-solving, willpower, and participation will be the stepping stones for generations of floaties to come. I'm so scared for this to be over. It's something that I've said to myself, but also something I've heard from many floaties over the last couple weeks. But why are we so scared? We've been living in constant change for the entire year, so why does this change seem so terrifying in comparison? Why do we believe that just because we're leaving Lunenburg in the ship that this is over? Yes, we may all be going our separate ways, going home to family and friends, getting back into the regular rhythm of the world, but this is not the end. This is the farthest thing from it. The year has taught us how to turn strangers into best friends, how to live in close quarters with people from all over the world, and how to make the best of every situation. It taught us patience, resilience, acceptance, and courage. These are all excellent qualities, but learning these at such a young age can help us feel out of tune with the real world and other kids our age. Speaking from experience, I know that the transition from Concordia to life on land is not an easy one, and will be something that everyone struggles with for the next couple months. But today we may be ending a cool trip and starting a new stage of our lives, but the changes we've made in ourselves and our perspective is a constant that will stay with us forever. At some point, it may be hard to even imagine that anything will be as exciting or make you feel as happy and fulfilled as you have felt this year. But I promise that with time, we will all be able to move forward and prosper in life. we're never going to be able to forget, but at some point we're going to be able to move forward with the things we've gained along the way and make a difference in our lives and in the lives of others. I want to give a huge thank you to all the parents and family members in the room for making this entire experience possible. Without your support, this year never could have happened for any of us. Although it was a crazy year for students, I'm sure it was also a hard year for you. I got a little taste of what it's like to be on the other end of things while I was in Lunenburg, watching the ship sail from port to port, getting small updates on the adventure with a quick email or a broken up phone call, and waiting for pictures so that I can see the smiling face of a loved one and get a better idea of what's going on board. It took an incredible amount of courage and trust to let your children venture out on their own. So thank you for giving us that chance. Thank you to the teachers and classical staff who has also put an incredible amount of time and effort into this year, and who have made sacrifices to allow this program to be the best it can be. Thank you also to the professional crew that have lived and shared the year with us, and our captains who have brought us safely to each port of call. Although we may not have always shown or expressed it, I know that we all really appreciate everything you've taught us at sea and in port, your patience and your enthusiasm on board. A special thank you to Terry Davies in particular for creating this school program and for making sure that it's a memorable experience from year to year. Thank you for also helping coordinate our special drop-in with the ship yesterday and made the reunion so much better. Last but not least, a huge thank you to the students of Class of 2007 and 2008 for making this an experience of a lifetime and being the fantastic people you are. Each and every one of you has shaped this year into what it's become, and I hope that we'll all be able to meet again someday and remember the amazing times we've shared together. Most of us may never get a chance to sail on a tall ship again or be part of such a tight-knit community, but there are many other experiences out there waiting for us. The program has brought us all together, but now it's up to us to venture out on our own and always know that there are people all over the world that love you and will gladly lend you a hand when you need one. This year is over, but the friendships we forged will never be erased. Once a floaty, always a floaty. But, before we finish, I may not be a poet, and I'm kind of only started writing poems while I was on ship, so this is kind of corny, and it's not really that great, but I'm going to say it anyway. Ship means living to learn and learning to live. It means having to earn and loving to give. Ship means living on strength from the depth of your body. It means stretching the length and not falling shoddy. Ship means living with friends who don't use the shower. It means turning the bend to grow and empower. Ship means appreciating everything as it comes by. It means the twang of a guitar string and a sweet lullaby. Ship means the beautiful blue of the deep blue sea. It means swimming with whales and smiling with glee. Ship meant something different to every floaty here. It meant love.